Hey, Frank here, and this is what we did last night. So we started off our service with the Youth Min playlist, and one thing I haven't been telling you guys for the past several weeks is that we've also been having snacks in the beginning of our service. And so my wife made some kind of like puppy chow, but instead of like Chex Mix, we used popcorn because I like popcorn more than Chex Mix. And so I was maybe trying to find a recipe for that. I think it's really easy, and you can make a ton of it and then just serve it in like little cups or little bowls, and the students loved it. It's kind of messy because there's lots of powdered sugar or just regular sugar, I guess. But it was a huge hit for the students. So I'll try to find a recipe somewhere and put it down there. Maybe I'll go on Pinterest and pin it and put it down there. So check it out. So for the countdown video, I used a regular video and then put a countdown over it this week, and it was Froggy Fresh. You know, the guy who used to be called Krispy Kreme, but then got sued by Krispy Kreme, and then he changed his name to Froggy Fresh. Just a really goofy rapper who like just talks about really dumb stuff and goofy stuff. It's really hilarious, and it nailed last night. Like the kids loved it. It was his video called Dunked On, where he talks about dunking on one of his not friends apparently. So check that out. It was a good hit. It was like 4 minutes and 30 seconds or something like that, so check that out. Then for the funny videos, I showed a video by Rhett and Link, and it was their zebra dancing video. It's like where they're both in a zebra costume, they're doing really goofy stuff, and that was a really good short video that I showed, and the students loved it. It was great. The next video I showed was called Nature Walk, like you Nature Walk, and so that's an old video that I've been really recycling old videos because none of these kids have seen these videos before. So it's called Nature Walk. It's a guy who kind of goes on this like nature video walk with you, and he's just really goofy, like he kind of is silly, he doesn't really know what he's talking about. And it was a great funny video that the students loved. They ate it up. It's probably one of the funnier videos of the entire night. The kids loved it. And then I showed the video that is kind of making the rounds on YouTube that I made and my friend Ben Reed made in the alley of our church. It was a video of us with a pumpkin, and we had over 150, it was about a little less than 200, it was 195 rubber bands, and we put it on a pumpkin and watched the pumpkin explode. And so it was really, really cool to see our students kind of watch the video that we made, and it was good to kind of see like, are they receptive to videos that we actually make, not just videos we find on YouTube. And the kids loved it. I think the goofiest part about that video is that, you know, me slowing down my reaction. And so this is just something that you guys can do. We made this video, one, so that we can show it in our own youth groups, but two, so you can see like this is a really simple video to make. If you have a camera, you can shoot this, and maybe you and a leader, you and your wife, you and your spouse, you guys can just go in some area where you don't mind getting messy, get a pumpkin and put a bunch of rubber bands on it. Depending on the pumpkin, you might need to get a ton of rubber bands. I don't know. Our pumpkin took 195. I've been hearing from you guys took 250, it took 400. So I don't know what the secret sauce is. All I know is it works, and it's funny, and if you cake it up and like just act ridiculous, and like I did, like just started yelling because I got really nervous and scared, kids eat it up. And then what's great is if you have iPhone 5 or 6, you have a slow-mo feature that's probably better than most cameras because it shoots at like 120 frames per second, and so you can do really good slow-mo. And the slow-mo isn't just cool to see the pumpkin explode, but hearing you yell, like, it's just so funny. So make sure you do that. It's good. And then if you want to use it as a sermon illustration, you can talk about not caving into the pressure of the world, or you can also do it as a game where you have a bunch of students with like miniature pumpkins, and like they go in groups, and you can see how many what team can explode the pumpkin the fastest. So there's a bunch of different options you have here with this idea. You can also use it to tie in like obviously like a Halloween lesson, talk about Satan and demons and ghosts and ghouls and all that kind of things. But regardless, it's an easy thing that you guys can recreate. And I've always said this, the best videos to show in student ministry are the videos that you've made. You don't need a great camera. For the most part, everyone has a great camera already. It's your phone. If you can shoot videos, your kids will laugh more, even if it's not as funny as some YouTube videos, but because you're in it or your leaders are in it, it's gonna kill. Do your own videos. It's so great. And I love seeing you guys make your own videos. You can submit your videos here. If we'll add them on videos for student ministry and check them out. But yeah, it was a great video. Check it out. The kids loved it, and something easy to recreate. We played one game today. It was called Protect the President. I could explain it right now, but I actually had one of my leaders use my camera and kind of shoot some video because we needed some video for a thing we're doing in our church. And so they actually caught me explain the rules of the game in the video. So we played a game called Protect the President, and check this out. Alright, this is how this game works. Here, ready? Catch.
I know.
Here's how this game works. She's gonna be the president.
Kanye
This
West.
junior high which rebellion is attached to. And you're the bodyguard.
Okay.
All you guys are trying to kill the president.
Yeah.
And the way this works is, the way you kill the president is by throwing the ball at the president. But the bodyguard's job is to protect the president.
No headshots.
So if you manage to hit the president, if you manage to hit the president, then the president's in the circle, and the bodyguard's the president, and you're the bodyguard. You want to hit, all right? Pretty simple rule.
Nice job.
Yeah, you don't have to catch it.
The president sure is doing a lot of work there, bodyguard.
So super fun game. We actually played for like close to 20 minutes, and the kids loved it. Especially those kids who like just have tons of energy and just acting like a fool. It's a great video. And to make it even crazier, we throw 2 balls in there. And when you have 2 balls, it's really easy to get the person out. But when a game's taking too long with 1 ball, I throw the second one in there so that way we can get another guy in there or another girl in there so we can move up this process. So great game, super fun. If you Google search Protect the President, you'll find probably a couple images to have a game slide on the screen. If not, just make one in Microsoft Office, PowerPoint or something, and put Protect the President on the screen so you can play this awesome game. Check it out. And then at this point, the junior high left and then went to small groups. And then in high school, we talked about the importance of reading God's Word and spending time in the Scriptures. And then we also launched a challenge to our students to not only just read the Bible, but also pass out the Bible. And so what we did is I teamed up with the people at Lifebook. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, there we go. People at Lifebook, they give out these books for free. In fact, they said, how many kids are in your youth group? And based on the amount of kids in your youth group, we suggest you have this much. And they gave me 15 cases of these books. So that equals about 1,500 life books. And so what we did last night is at the end of our message, after we talked about the importance of reading Scripture and why you should read their Bible, why you should spend time in the Bible, I said I challenge each student to take one of these and read it, and then take another one and pray for someone they can give this to. And then if they know more than one person they can give this to, they can take as many as they want. In fact, I had one kid, he said, I need to take about a couple cases because there's about 600 people in my school who need this book. And I was like, awesome, we'll figure it out, but take 2 today. Maybe take 5 today. I think I gave him like 10 books. So this is great, and it's a free resource. Guys, even if it flops, it doesn't cost you any money. You can go and you can say, hey, I want 10 cases or 5 cases or 20 cases of this books, and even if it flops, fine, let it flop. Like no one does it, that's great. It's fine, because at the end of the day, what you can do is when you have a new student, now you have a free gift for them. And it's like the Gospel of John. It's a great free gift for first-time students. Do this. Listen, there's no reason you shouldn't be doing this. It's a free thing. And they're not paying me to do this. Like Lifebook didn't say, hey, can you do this for me? No, I just love it. I think it's a great idea. It's a cool idea that was made by people who love students and want to see students in the Word. Get this book. It's free. There's no reason not to do it. And after that, we had small groups, and it was a blast. One thing I want to do next week is, aside from doing this video, obviously next week, I'm also going to show you guys, get the inside scoop of how I kind of write a message. I was thinking about that this week as I was writing my message. I was like, I can definitely do a video of like from start to finish, like concept to outline, my message. And so I want to kind of do this for anyone who feels like they can benefit from how do you write a sermon, how do you construct a message, how do you go from thought to it's on the iPad ready to preach. I'm going to do that next week. I'm going to do my best to kind of videotape all of it, and hopefully I'll have some kind of video. It might be longer, it might be like 20 minutes, I don't know, it takes a while to make a message, right? So we'll see, depending on how much editing it takes. Hopefully sometime next week, either Tuesday or Wednesday, at the latest probably Thursday, there'll be a YouTube video that talks about how I can construct a message, and maybe that'll help some of you guys as you are trying to grow in your pastoral skills and how to write messages for youth. So that's it for this week, man. I love you guys. Hopefully we'll see you guys next week, and until then, talk to you later. Bye.